Welcome to Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction Podcast. I'm CB Drogi. This week, Midnight Swim by Karl Lykken. Look at the sky, Donnie. The vast expanse of stars above us really puts into perspective just how small and crappy your pool is, Lauren says, splashing me in the eyes. Remind me why I put up with you, I reply. Because I have such great ideas, like that we should hop your fence and use your neighbor's pool instead. She flashes me a grin, but I can't quite return one. You mean Garrison's pool? I ask, gesturing to my right toward Garrison's yard. There's not really any need to clarify. Garrison has the nicest private pool I've ever seen in person. All the same, I'd rather stick to admiring it from my side of the fence. Yep, that would be the one. Nah, I say, running my hand through my wet hair. Garrison's real paranoid, and he's an engineer. He's probably set up some kind of elaborate security system with an alarm or something back there. Let's just hang out here. Come on, don't be such a girl, Lauren says with a wink. I really don't want to do it, but frankly, I'm a little nervous. Lauren will start thinking I'm lame if I always say no to things like this. All right, fine, I say, climbing out of my pool and walking up to my porch to grab a chair. I place it next to the wooden fence and step up on it. I'll go first and you come on in after, all right? Lauren nods her consent. I push myself up onto the fence, swing my legs over, and drop into Garrison's yard. I let out a little sigh of relief when no alarm sounds, although it could be a silent one. Move over, Lauren orders, pushing herself onto the fence after me. I step aside, and she drops down next to me. I look around at Garrison's well-manicured yard and his beautiful pool, partially shaded from the moonlight by a wall of tall pines. I follow Lauren stealthily towards it. All right, now be quiet so we don't wake him, I beg, as she lowers herself into the water. Relax, she says, kicking off from the pool wall and gliding out silently into the deep end. I watch her for a few moments before climbing in after her. She's so pretty in the starlight. The breeze is chilly on my wet skin, so sliding underwater is delightfully warm. I breathe out and sink down toward the bottom of the pool. I just keep going down and down. How deep is this thing? But there, my foot hits something, but it's not the bottom. It's moving, sliding along against my foot like a snake. I convulse with fright and start swimming frantically upwards, but it's hooked around my foot, trying to hold me under. I kick out hard, and it slides off my foot, and I manage to shoot up to the surface. I burst into the air and take a few frantic breaths as I look around for Lauren. Snake! There's a snake! She shoots me a confused look that morphs into a big smile as she points behind me. You mean that snake? I spin around and see it. The pool sweep, now skimming the surface along the side of the pool, dragging its long snake-like pump cord behind it. I'm an idiot. Try and relax there, Donnie, Lauren whispers in my ear, wrapping her arms around me from behind. I turn to face her, treading water gently to stay afloat. You know, my words are cut off when a cord wraps around my throat and tightens. I start to thrash as it tries to pull me under. Donnie! Donnie! Lauren cries out, swimming back towards me. I'm trying to pull the cord off my neck, but it's just too tight. I can't breathe. My God, I can't breathe. Lauren reaches me and starts pulling at the cord as well. We pull it loose for a second, but it tightens back up before I can duck my head out of it. It dips me underwater, and when I fight my way back to the surface, I can't see Lauren anymore. Did it grab her too? Oh God, Lauren, please be all right, please. It pulls me back under, and I feel my strength leaving me. How can this be happening? How can this be loose? The cord goes limp in my hands, and I pull it off over my head. I resurface and look around desperately for Lauren. And there she is, panting by the side of the pool with the end of the pump cord in her hand. She just unplugged it. I would laugh at the simplicity of it, if I wasn't still so petrified. Are you all right? She asks, close to tears. I can't quite bring myself to speak, so I just swim over and hug her. After a few moments, I manage to ask, Have I told you I love you lately? She hugs me a little tighter. Love you too, Donnie. Glad to hear that, 'cause I think I wet myself in here. Lauren laughs weakly, and we climb out of the pool. I collapse onto the flagstones with Lauren beside me. I gaze up at the stars and listen to a soft purring that fills the air. The purring turns into a roar. I tremble and look out into Garrison's yard. Sure enough, there it is. The lawnmower. This has been Midnight Swim, written by Karl Lykken and originally published in Theme of Absence. Flash Fiction Podcast is supported by Manawaker Studios patrons on Patreon, the voluntary pay-what-you-want subscription service. Patrons get perks like access to patron-only stories and behind-the-scenes info. Higher tiers grant a subscription to Manawaker Books, or even an honorary title within the studio. You can become a patron for only $1 a month, and every patron is greatly appreciated. For more information, visit patreon.com/Manawaker. For more information about Manawaker Studios' other projects, including books and games, visit manawaker.com, which is also where you should go to learn more about the authors featured on this podcast or to get details about submitting a story. The Flash Fiction Podcast theme song is by Kevin MacLeod. Manawaker Studios' Director of Dice is Ben Baston. I'm CB Droege. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CBDROEGE. Thanks for listening.